And let's continue. And thank you for your questions. Right now we have another presentation, just a short one, because the event we are going to announce with this presentation is quite big, and it's also in Prague. I would like to now invite to the stage Matyáš Kuchař, one of the main organizers of the BTC Prague conference, one of the biggest events around the world, and he will be share more about the importance of talking about the Bitcoin. Matyáš, the floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Thank you. It's nice to be here amongst great people who are fighting the front. And my name is Matyáš Kuchař. I'm a founder of BTC Prague, the biggest Bitcoin conference in Europe. And I would like to start with my personal story about my family, and those stories form me to the person who I am now. My grandfather, he was a dissident. He was against the communism regime, and he was very vocal about it. And it made it very difficult for his kids, my mother and my uncle. So my mother, she wanted to be a doctor. She wanted to study medicine, but she couldn't, because she couldn't apply for another university than the communism regime chooses for her. So she became a teacher. My uncle, she wasn't that lucky, because he couldn't do any university. He had to become a bricklayer, the worst sort of construction worker. They both are happy now. This is not a sad story. My mother, she is still teaching, and my uncle, he runs a very successful construction company. But it's unthinkable today to have someone to choose your future. So we are very lucky. But the history repeats often. No, it doesn't repeat. It often rhymes. And I think that we need tools to defend ourselves. And Bitcoin is a perfect tool for fighting oppressive regimes. I have one more story. It's about my father, and it's more related to money. Because, and please raise your hand who is Czech here. Okay, good 50% of the crowd. So for those others, you might not know, but in the communism regime, it was forbidden to hold foreign currencies. If you got some foreign currencies and you came back to Czech Republic, you were obliged to exchange it with the bank for a very bad exchange rate. This introduced the black market for money exchange, and it was called vexling. So there were people on the street which were exchanging money, foreign money, marka or dollars, for Czechoslovakian crown, or special vouchers which were called bony, and you could take this bony to go to the Western shop which was called Tuzex, and you could buy things which were not available on Czechoslovakian market, like nice jeans or perfume or electronics. So it was forbidden by the law, and it was and the people, they didn't want to get caught, even though it was very normal to do this stuff. So my father, he was traveling to the Eastern Bloc because he was a science worker, so he was allowed to travel, and every time he was bringing the money and exchanging it. And he was very secret about it, as everyone was at the time, but and he figured out very good ways how to smuggle the money. But he had a colleague who was sitting with him in his office, and once he told this colleague about this. He didn't know this colleague was a secret police. So my father was raided. They were looking for the money. Fortunately, they didn't find it. My father was a smart guy. He hid it very well. If he would have a Bitcoin, he wouldn't need to do that, because he would just remember 12 words, and he would be able to bring it from abroad, and pretty much no one can find it, because you can really remember 12 words, which is a representation for a private key of a Bitcoin, and you can have $10 million in your head. It's something so profound and so unique, and it gives you a asymmetric opportunity and defense system. So where is my clicker? Here. This was just a thing what I wanted to start with, and Bitcoin is really, and this room is full of people who are who knows the philosophy. Everyone is maybe a little bit different, but we all need tools to to defend ourselves. And Bitcoin is not only money, it's a permissionless network for everyone to build on. And Prague and Czech Republic has been on the forefront of this fight since very beginning. Bitcoin, who knows something about Bitcoin? Who is a Bitcoiner and who owns some Bitcoin? Can I see your hands? Great, half of the crowd, cool. I hope the second half will experiment and educate yourself after this conversation. So, it's an open source network, and people were geeking out about Bitcoin here in Prague in the very beginning. Bitcoin was found by the anonymous group of developers or an individual named Satoshi Nakamoto in 2009, and already in 2010 there was a huge development by Czech developer Slash, who founded a way how to mine Bitcoin with pools. He invented the Slash pool, which is running until now. Brains, this is another Czech company, software company, and they took over the Slash pool. And why I'm talking about this? In Czech we have so many Bitcoiners and so many libertarians, and people are asking me, how is that possible? It's because we are in Bitcoin since the very early days. 2010, Slash pool. 2011, first international Bitcoin conference was here in Prague. 2012, Stick and Slash invented the first ever hardware wallet, Trezor. And the company is leading the industry, and they not only develop the hardware, but they also develop very important pieces of software, Bitcoin improvable proposals, which are industry standard now, and everyone uses that. Another great company is General Bytes. You can see the orange Bitcoin ATM. They are now all over the world, more than 30,000 of them, and people can buy Bitcoin with cash. It's super simple. Another great development, a lot happened in Paralelní which was here in Prague since 2014, and many cypherpunks, anarcho-capitalists, and libertarians were meeting there and clashing next to each other to really learn from each other and move to the future we are envisioning. Each of our future is a little bit different, but we can pretty much agree on 8 points from 10. 2018, a world's first custom ASIC firmware creating here in Prague. And I'm just now leading to 2020, which I believe is a very important point in the history of Bitcoin evolution, because many people with COVID were kind of realized that their freedoms can be taken away very quickly. I personally, I lost my business, what I was building for 6 years, because it was a hospitality business. Just like that, no one could visit hospitality establishments, hotels. So I've lost everything. I couldn't do anything about that. It's a good thing because I became a Bitcoiner because of this particular event. 2020, in a COVID time, I established the first conference with my brother, and it was a big success. So we are growing since that time to the point where we can very clearly say, and I'm very proud about what we achieved with the whole community, Czech, and the whole European community, that we are the biggest and most influential Bitcoin event in Europe. The goal was to connect people. And we started with this goal, and it's going until now, till 2025, where no one can really say that Bitcoin is not here to stay. Bitcoin is in a legitimization phase. We have presidents talking about it, central banks, states buying Bitcoin, institutions jumping in. And yeah, it's pretty obvious that Bitcoin will here to stay. And with this, we are onboarding new group of people. They are not anarcho-capitalistic freaks like I am. They are kind of normies, and they are coming to Bitcoin from different reasons, not for ideology. So I want to invite you all to BTC Prague. it's a great event. It's massive, 10,000 people, 200 speakers from all around the world, and it's really not just about the money. It's about technology, it's about freedom, it's about community, and another topics which are kind of connected to this new age where technology leads and governments follows. So, thank you very much for all what you do in this space. If you do your part of work, that's great, because I like to encourage individuals to never underestimate your power to change the future, because really it's about every single one of us. So thank you very much. Thank you for attention. And if you have any questions, I'll be hanging around and we'll be happy to chat. Thank you.
Thank you, Matyáš. I think we will see each other at the BTC Prague in just a few weeks. I'm really happy that we can join you and you can join us. And if you want to learn more about BTC Prague, information is included also in your bags with merchandising. And I think we set up the stage for a next panel discussion, and we'll be continuing with another panel right away. But if you want to know more about Bitcoin, I really recommend you the stage in this room of our partners, and there is 21 organization, and I think they can onboard you to Lightning Network, and I think it's really important. We will continue with another panel right away, but if you want to continue talking about Bitcoin, also there is a workshop how to use Bitcoin both in everyday life and in your work for liberty. It's just starting right now in Borovsky room. So that's all about Bitcoin right now. However, if you are up for more policy discussion, you are in the right place on the main stage at LibertyCon 2025. And next up, we will be talking about nanny state policies and regulation. And joining us for the panel here.